Good morning, students. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study about women suffrage movement. We are studying about the government. We have studied about the state government, the laws in the government, and the types of government. Now, women suffrage movement. The right to vote was not given to women in many countries of the world until the beginning of 20th century. It was during the First World War that women's suffrage movement was launched. Suffrage means the right to vote in political elections. The women who campaign for this right are known as suffragettes. So today, the women are enjoying the right to vote in elections. However, women across the world had to fight extensively to gain their right to vote. In earlier days, women were considered to be inferior to man and capable of only taking care of children at home rather than contributing to the society as full citizens. However, some women challenged this discrimination and demanded the right to vote for women in the form of women's suffrage movement. The women's suffrage movement reached its height during the First World War. During the war, men were away on the battlefields. As a result, women had to be called to take the responsibilities for the work which was considered to be fit for just men. When people found women organizing and managing the work of men while taking some important decisions, they regretted the stereotype they had created for women. As a result, the movement for their rights gained strength and women were granted the right to vote. In USA, the women got the right to vote in 1920, while in the UK the right was extended in 1928. And in India, this right to vote was given to women along the men soon after the independence. And students, New Zealand was one of the first countries to allow women to vote in elections. So students, this was about the women suffrage movement. Now we move further towards the forms of democratic government. Parliamentary form of government, presidential form of government, constitutional monarchy are the different forms of government. Now, first the parliamentary form of government. In this, the executive in the parliamentary form is based on the support of the party in the legislature. The political party or the coalition in power must have majority in the legislature. Example like India. So like our country India, we have parliamentary form of government where executive is based in the parliamentary form of government, and the political party or the coalition means group of party with the support have the majority in the legislation and they form the or they rule the country. Now, next is the presidential form of government. Presidential form of government is based on the separation of powers. In this, the legislature and executive are separate from each other. The real power is in the hands of elected president, who is not in the member of parliament and is neither accountable to it. Example like USA. In USA, we have presidential form of government, and the powers lies in the hands of elected president. And there, the powers of legislature and executive are separate. The third form of the government is constitutional monarchy. In such a system of government, the king reigns but does not rule. The king is a tutorial or constitutional head. The real power is enjoyed by democratically elected elites, represented by cabinet headed by the prime minister, that is the Great Britain. So constitutional monarchy type of government is found in the Great Britain. In this type of government, the king is there, but his rule, the head of the kingdom is king, but his rule is not there. The king is tutorial or constitutional head, means king is there, but he is tutorial, only nominal, but real powers are enjoyed by the elected representative by cabinets were headed by the prime minister. So head of the country is prime minister, and such type of government system is followed in the Great Britain. Now, the last topic about this chapter is forms of authoritarian government. So in this, monarchy and military. In this system of government, powers are concentrated in the hands of king or queen. Monarch or king enjoys all the powers, and such type of government is found in Saudi Arabia and UAE. See, the monarchy may consult a group of people to discuss matters. However, the final decision-making power lies with the monarch. Also, the monarch does not stand accountable to the people for their decisions and actions. Next is the military. In this system of government, a military leader or group of elites dictate and hold power. Enforcement of law is based on force, where people have limited liberty. Yes, in a military, whatever the head, the authority has said, that is final. People do not enjoy any form of liberty. They have no freedom. So students, this was about the forms of authoritarian government.